OHSAA football on Waycross Sports, brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist on Kemper and Winton Roads next to Fitworks. Call them at 825-7777. Neiman Plumbing. Visit them at www.neimanplumbing.com or call them at 513-851-5588. And Star One Realtors. Visit them at www.starone.com. One goal, one passion. Call them at their Northwest office at 513-385-0900. And the Driver Ed Academy, where your safety begins. Visit them at www.driveredacademy.com or call them at 729-2550.
Welcome to Frederick Stadium, where it's senior night. The Waycross Community Media once again has arrived with an eager, hard-working crew to bring this OHSAA action into your living rooms. I'm Jacob Williams, and along with my partner, Tom Hall, let's enjoy this game this season. Now, Tom, your assessment is studious and spot on. What can you tell us about this game?
The Winton Woods Warriors come in tonight with an 8-1 record and a guaranteed spot in the playoffs. They've had a successful season by any measure, but they want more. They want to go deep in the playoffs, and if the stars line properly, they would very much like to win the State Division II championship. So their goal tonight is to keep the freight train rolling with another win and enter the playoffs with positive momentum. The Moeller Crusaders are in a somewhat different place. They are desperate. They started out the season 3-1 and thought everything was going very well. And then the injury bug has hit the team. And since then, they've gone 1-4. So they need a win tonight to take them up to 5-5. And if they win tonight, then they would be in the playoffs. If they lose tonight, they might get into the playoffs based on the strength of their schedule, but it's not guaranteed. So Moeller badly needs to win.
I'll tell you, go ahead.
I'm sorry, the only other thing I wanted to say was it's the same old story. You know, whoever executes, hangs onto the ball and keeps the flags out of the referee's pockets will win tonight.
That's right. It reminds me what you just said of an old slogan I used to see hanging up on Coach Dre's wall. Something to the effect of hard work outshines talent if talent fails to work hard. And this is what the Warriors are coming in here tonight with plenty of talent. I've been to a few of their practices. They seem to be working hard, not just taking anything for granted or making assumptions at this time of year, which we all know is Halloween time of year. And so it's up to Winton Woods to make sure that the mighty men of Mo don't come into their senior night and play boogeyman on their ball game.
The weather will be a factor tonight, Jake. I think you can see it on the television screen at the get-go, but there's it's good rain coming down. It's cold. It's about 54 degrees out. The rain's going from, the wind is going from left to right on your screen, and the temperature is supposed to drop 10 degrees during the game. So by the time this game is over, it's going to be a miserable night out there.
I'll tell you, but the thing about it is, this is November football that we're on the cusp of, and in order to advance in the playoffs, you might as well figure on hopefully playing one or two ball games in this type of weather, or worse, could be snow.
Could be.
So it looks like the Winton Woods Warriors are getting ready to tee this one up. Moeller back to receive this kick. Winton Woods is going to kick off. And we're about to get this one started. Looks like number 82 is going to be doing the kicking. That's Gary Velasquez, one of the Velasquez brothers. Romel, his brothers, number 44. You know, I just want to say one thing before we get started. Hats off to the athletic director here at Winton Woods, David Lumpkin. In August, when he put this schedule together and folks looked at it, and at that time it looked like there was all kind of boogeymen on the schedule, but here we are now at the cusp of Halloween, and Winton Woods Warriors are about to kick into their playoffs. Kick is up and off. Going to be picked up on the 11-yard line by Moeller. He's stepped on the sideline. He's getting up the street up to about the 29-yard line.
It's amazing, to me at least, that this is only the second time these teams have ever played each other. They played in August of 2009. And that was the only time.
Oh, that is amazing. Now, I know I've never covered a Moeller game before. Hopefully they have a plan for Moeller. I know Moeller's kind of team coming out of the GCL. You can throw out the record and know that you're going to have a game on your hand. This rain is coming down in sheets now, the way it looks. Under center, no, shotgun, pistol, excuse me. It's got the ball, and it's like he steps right into the arms of, looks like number 11, Jaden Miles, for the first stop for the Warriors. Here we see Miles. And our Wild Bird Unlimited instant replay. So Crusaders shift, turn and give, trying to stretch the field. Winton Woods defenders, it looks like they could get to the edge, but not before this guy picks up enough for a first down. You see on a Wild Bird Unlimited replay, he's heading straight south with the ball. That's number 5. That's Colin Thurman, senior 5'10", 210 running back.
There's a missed tackle there that allowed him to turn the corner.
Okay, so Moeller again, straight ahead. Runs into a host of Warrior defenders. Chris Oates among them.
We've watched teams all season try to run up the middle on the Winton Woods Warriors and without much success. Occasionally a team can spring a play through there, but the Warriors are very tough in the middle. Their defenders hold position well.
It's going to bring it to a 4th and 1 now, and Moeller's showing where they're going to punt this ball. Looks like it's on their own 37-yard line. Excuse me, 38-yard line. This kick is up. Cordell Beecham back near the goal line. Don't touch it, Beecham. This ball looks like it's going to lay up. Taking a good Moeller roll. They're going to put this ball down at the 1-yard line.
Wow.
Winton Woods Warriors' initial possession is going to start on their 1-yard line here.
Thank you.
So the Warrior offense takes the field, led by senior number 8, Kenny Mayberry. Number 28, Mayan Williams back there with him. Number 1, Cornell Beecham in the slot. See what happens. Beecham in motion. The give. It's like Mayan Williams with the carry.
Picked up about 2.
Excuse me, that's Anthony Clark with the carry.
A very challenging spot for the Warriors to start out on offense.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 7.
They're going into the wind, into that rain.
Beecham in motion. Flag on the play. False start on the Warriors.
Yeah.
We also, Winton Woods, they got number 2, Raekwon Prince as a starter. Number 81, Zyshawn Johnson. Number 84, Rayshawn Brown. Mayberry under center. There's the snap. Looks like Moeller is all over that on defense, led by number 44 for them on the play. That's Joe Tepfer.
Yeah, Moeller showing very good pursuit here early in the game. Well, they know this is an important moment. The Warriors pinned deep, 3rd and 7. So, important play early in the game.
This is up to Winton Woods to maintain possession. I can see the field position, but just don't give it up. Give inside. Number 7, Anthony Clark with the carry. So that's going to bring it to 4th down. 8:38 left to go in the first quarter of this game.
I think the Warriors didn't want to try anything fancy there. What you do not want to do is turn the ball over here. So now they're going to punt out of their own end zone here.
Okay, so the Warriors punter is lined up kind of short.
They've done this all season.
Kick is off, and it's caught on the fly at the 39-yard line.
Fumble.
Ball's out on the ground, but it looks like a Moeller player is on top of that ball. So Moeller able to fall on that fumble, where they're going to set up shop, looks like on the Winton Woods 30-yard line, basically, 31.
Yeah, the ball was definitely loose, and it was a replay. Moeller Crusader was there to grab it. We might see quite a bit of that tonight. It's like we said, it's a good, steady rain coming down. Everything's very wet.
Snap to the ball. Give inside. This guy's still on his feet. Number 5, Colin Thurman.
Real power running there.
And I was told by Coach Rodenberg to keep my eye out for him, getting plenty of touches in the Moeller offense.
Thurman is 5'10", 210 pounds.
Well, looks like number 12, Mitch McKenzie, is the quarterback here. Got the snap to give to Thurman, and he's still on his feet, picking up good yardage, close to a first down.
Trevon Poole making the tackle there for the Warriors. That's the first down. You're right, Jake.
Call that a first down then. Kenzie's got trips right, turns and gives again to Thurman. Thurman's run straight south with this ball, deep into the second level of the Winton Woods defense here.
Thurman accelerates very quickly, doesn't he?
He does that. He's very decisive. You know, no jitterbugging around. This is where I'm going. Wild Bird Unlimited replay here. It's all Gianni Gamble can do is to get this guy down.
Yeah. Very powerful young man.
Ball on the Warrior 15-yard line now. It's Thurman again, but he's met in the backfield this time. That's number 30, Gianni Gamble.
Yeah, it was a great play.
Senior night for Gianni Gamble, and I'm sure.
Yeah, you can see Gamble come up here and make a just nice one-on-one tackle.
Yep, and he had all kind of support around him. So this is going to be 3rd and 5 now for Moeller. Ball on the Winton Woods 17-yard line. This is where Winton Woods needs to stand up tall here on 3rd down. Got the shift. Fakes to give to Thurman. This guy turn around, Gamble. Touchdown. That ball is caught for a touchdown. Dropped right in there.
That was a perfect pass.
It was a perfect pass, and first passing attempt of the game we see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here, where Gamble had to sort of get out the guy's way, otherwise they would have probably called a flag on him anyhow. So 5:52 left to go in the first quarter of this game from Frederick Stadium.
Yeah, he just dropped that ball right into the hands of the receiver. Receiver didn't break stride or anything. He put out his hands and it landed right in his lap and they're in the end zone in a quick 6.
So here they line up for the PAT. Can't take these for granted. Oh, the bad snap. This ball's on the loose. And it's fortunately for Moeller that he falls on his ball, but the Warrior defense is able to snatch him down to the turf there. That's number 9, Jared Stewart.
Calling a penalty on Winton Woods here. I think it's a face mask.
Face mask on the Warriors here. This is
our second fumble of the night. And you can see the Warrior wasn't able to recover the ball. Everything's so slippery. Somewhere in there, there's the face mask.
Okay, so with this penalty, maybe Moeller go for 2 here. So here they line up. Looks like number 9 is going to be the holder, Jared Stewart, senior, 5'10", 150. Hold is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 5:52 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of the Moeller Crusaders 7 and your Winton Woods Warriors nothing.
We've called 2 penalties on Winton Woods already, and they've both been costly. The first one was that illegal procedure call when they were deep in their own end, and now we've got this face mask that costs them the extra point. It should be would be 6-0 without that penalty, but instead it's 7-0. So Warriors will get the ball back now and probably in better position than they had the first time when they started out on their own 1.
Hopefully be in better position. But at some point, playing this kind of football this time of year, you may have to start a few drives on your own 1 and come up with a way of denting the scoreboard, either splitting the uprights or crossing the goal line. So it looks like Moeller spreads out. We'll get ready to serve up this kick to the Warriors, special teams. Looks like number 1, Cornell Beecham back there, along with number 2, Raekwon Prince. See what they come up with for a good special teams play for the Warriors. Looks like this is number 1 here, Kevin Thibodeau.
The sophomore.
I don't know. If I was him, I wouldn't kick this ball to Cornell Beecham on senior night. We'll see what happens.
Was he a squib kick or no? They're going to kick deep.
Okay, so Raekwon Prince has this one. He's taking it north. Skirts around 1 tackle, but unfortunately, number 13 is there, and he makes the stop for the Moeller special teams there. That's B.J. Hendricks, junior wide receiver. So here comes Winton Woods offense out here for their second possession of this game. Kenny Mayberry under center this time. Got Ganaway in motion to give. Mayan Williams, he's with the ball. He's run through everybody. Guys don't usually catch Mayan Williams at this point, so I'll see you later. Touchdown, Winton Woods Warriors to dip the scoreboard for our team.
Right up the middle, a huge hole.
Here we go on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay. Mine Williams, he knows he's going to run the ball. That's right. Just give it to him. No need to scratch his head and wonder. And you see he's just left these guys. He's got, 50 ways to lead these guys in the dust from here on.
Yeah, it shows his speed. Again, the person carrying the ball can't run as fast as the person running without a ball. And that he was able to maintain that distance is just a tribute to his speed.
And here they are, Warriors lining up for this extra point. PAT holds down, the kick is up. And the kick is good. Looks like the ref had a hard time making up his mind, but at the end, with 5:34 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Field, we have a score of the Moeller Crusaders 7 and your Winton Woods Warriors 7. You see May and Williams again break through there. I've yet to see anyone beat him to the spot or break down his angle.
I don't think anybody touched him.
When he's not knocking you down and bowling you over, he's running on up the street on you.
Very good block, great block there by the tackle.
We got to thank our crew. Our crew, nice replay on that. Wild Bird Unlimited, I'm sure they appreciate that replay. Someone out there on camera is getting zoned in on these shots. So we see where Yuri Velasquez sticks his foot in it. This ball's a short kick. It's going to touch at the 20. It's going to roll up, but very little return on that ball by the Moeller Crusaders. And before we get too far, Tom, I want to say who the officials are in this game tonight. The referee is Chris Anderson. The umpire is Larkin Bank. The linesman is Jeff Joy. The line judge is James Rudisell. And the back judge, Roland Thompson. Okay, so there's Moeller out there on the ball. There's no need for Warrior defense to get comfortable. Mitch McKenzie. Tell this guy to move down some. Okay, either that or don't bring him. Oh, 2nd and 8. Moeller. Mitch McKenzie. He's got Colin Thurman back there with him. Number 5. He's looking to throw this ball. No, he's pitching to Thurman.
Oh.
He runs out of a tackle. Chris Oates just misses the grab on him, but Chris Oates is going to always be in the neighborhood. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay.
Yeah, they were thinking about passing, but there was a Warrior about to nail the quarterback, so he pitched out there, and Chris Oates kind of broke that up.
Yeah, Evan Blackwell was in a position where he had to deal with him, and, Moeller trips left this time. He's dropping straight backs, but he is tackled and taken down for the sack. That's number 21 on that sack for Winton Woods.
Jalen Felta.
Jalen Felta.
6'1" junior. Just blew on in there. Nobody, one guy sort of touched him, but yeah,
4th and 14. 3:48 left to go in the first quarter. Moeller's going to have to punt this ball. Makes a nice grab, but this kick is blocked. It is up in the air and caught on the fly. Ball is blocked by Gianni Gamble and picked up by number 3.
LeVar Ganaway.
LeVar Ganaway.
What a play. Watch this.
So that's the way the ball's bouncing. Gianni Gamble.
What a catch.
That's the bounce they didn't get in that LaSalle game.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so 3:34 left. Warriors getting the man out on the field. That's number 60, Brendan Lowry. Hold down that outside edge so they don't block this PAT. Bad snap. He gets through the arms of the holder. He's running for everything. He stops, but he can't get a throw off. So now we have the old oddball score where with 3:34 left to go in the first quarter, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 13 and the Moeller Crusaders 7. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, that looked like one where the wet just slipped through his hands. It wasn't high, it wasn't low, it just...
That's our third ball mishandle already, and we're still in the first quarter.
But this is, a good way to start this game. I think if they can keep this guy throwing the ball, of course, it looks like it's a pick your poison thing. Because this guy, number 5 for the Moeller Crusaders, Colin Thurman, he looks like he's going to get his if they keep feeding him. And this quarterback looks like he can throw that ball,
yeah,
Nick McKenzie. So.
Yeah, the Warriors they've had a good pass rush so far, but if they don't, this guy clearly has a very good arm.
Where's the kick? He's down right there. It's like the Crusaders are going to have to set up shop on their own 10-yard line. I can see where this wet weather is starting to be a factor in this contest, Tom.
Yeah, it is. And it's going to continue. It's just a steady rain. It's not pouring. It's not drizzling. It's just a rain, a good steady rain.
See, and with this rain, we lost that wind. We had a pretty respectable wind coming out of the south.
It's quite a weather change. This morning was beautiful. Blue sky, it was pleasant. Actually, may have snow by morning.
Pass. Almost. It is intercepted. And he's going to run this in for the score. That's Gianni Gamble. Picked the pocket. He looked right at his eyes the whole time, and he didn't look him off, and Gamble was waiting for the ball.
He's having quite a senior night, isn't he?
He sure is. And he's got the seniors down there. 3:22 left to go in the first quarter here. And pending the outcome of this PAT, we got the Winton Woods Warriors on top. Look at that.
Gamble just anticipated where it was going, and he got into the passing lane, and there was the ball.
Yeah, so we see some tip balls working out in better favor than they were earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Well, that was that's a senior night play right there.
And see, the Warriors offense had their first sequence down there by the goal line, and then they ran that touchdown run, their first play in the second sequence, and we haven't seen the offense since. And they've racked up 2 touchdowns.
But we know that, especially now that this is basically, a playoff game for Moeller Crusaders that come in here, and I don't think they're just going to give it up like that easy and go away.
No.
See again, Gianni Gamble. People at the University of Pittsburgh, I'm sure he's still on their radar screens. And
go for 2.
Okay, so Kenny Mayberry under center. He fakes, he throws, and that ball caught and complete for the 2-point conversion there. So with 3:22 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 21 and the Moeller Crusaders 7.
They sent Meon Williams out for a pass, and nobody covered him.
And Meon catches that pass with Meon Williams. I'm telling you, he's a sophomore But I'm telling you, by the time his senior year, when his senior night for him, he'll probably have stuff in record books around here.
Yeah, the coaching staff has to be very happy that they've got him on the team, that he's a sophomore.
He works hard in practice, doesn't take plays off, does whatever he's asked. You can tell he enjoys. You can tell he just is having fun, even when he's at practice. So Gary Velasquez steps into this ball. It's going to be caught picked up at the 9-yard line. No, it's not picked up, and now we got Warriors all over this ball. Fortunately, the Moeller Crusaders come up with that recovery.
That was almost another disaster for the Crusaders. This wet ball, we keep harping on this point, but you can see what happened here. Just can't handle it.
Yeah, and he probably did right to let it hit first.
Yeah.
And they're just fortunate.
Yes.
They come up with that ball.
There were 3 Warriors there descending on it. They're going to start out there on the 7-yard line now.
So the Moeller Crusaders have set up shop on their own 7-yard line. 1st and 10. The give is to Colin Thurman, but, he stopped big time by the host of Warrior defenders on that play.
Yeah, the middle of the Warriors' defensive line is tough, and there's number 58, Maurice Chapman, greeted him.
Maurice Chapman, another senior that's been around here, making his impact felt all through years. Second and 12. Kinsey pitches, trying to stretch the field, but he's not going to beat the Warrior defenders to the edge.
Number 11, Jaden Miles, sniffed that play out.
Wild Bird Unlimited replay shows us where, you're not going to stretch the field, and look at that hit. Jaden Miles, that's a Sunday afternoon stop right there, folks. 3rd and 15, but this is where, if you're the defense of Winton Woods, you got to be careful about that pass they completed for a touchdown. I think they're going to remember that. If they get anywhere else they can throw that pass, they're going to do it again. This might not be the time, but yeah, see, it's a long throw, but incomplete. Quinn Smith back there as a defender. Excuse me, not Quinn Smith. That's number 9 as a defender on that play.
Demetrius Gates.
Demetrius Gates.
Yeah, the Warriors thought that might happen, so they had double coverage back there, which was a wise thing to do.
This is right, because that's the play they got to make sure of. So 1:43 left to go in the first quarter here.
The Warriors are going to get the ball back in pretty good condition as long as they can hang on to it.
Well, I don't know. Somebody's signaling touchdown, and they are. Touchdown, Winton Woods Warriors on the play. Whatever happened there, whether it was a fake punt, but the unintended consequences of that play, if you're the Moeller Crusaders, is touchdown, Winton Woods Warriors here. Wild Bird Unlimited replay. Must have been a bad snap or something, and 1:36 left to go here in the first quarter, and pending the outcome of this PAT, we got to score Winton Woods Warriors 27 and the Moeller Crusaders 7. Velasquez back to attempt the PAT to hold us down. The kick is up and low, but it might have just curled over, and it did. It was partially blocked maybe, but it was able to just curl over the upright.
What a strange quarter of football this has been. Here's the replay. See if we can see what happened here.
So with 1:36 left to go in the first quarter, we have a score: the Winton Woods Warriors 28 and the Moeller Crusaders 7.
I think that center snapped the ball into his own leg. I think that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. The center snapped the ball into his own leg. It was just laying it on the ground, and the Warriors jumped and landed on it.
Well, that's when they, not only lucky but good.
So,
and I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what happened. That is strange.
While Bird Unlimited Replay was able to expose the exact reason for that touchdown for the Warriors, I'm sure they'll take it.
So the Winton Woods offense has barely been on the field this quarter. This is a most unusual quarter.
Kick is caught at the 9, straight south with the ball. He runs through a set of tacklers and going to be brought down at the 29-yard line of the Crusaders.
They must be thunderstruck over there on the Moeller sideline because this game started out very well for them.
It did. I mean, they had a chance to make hay while the sun's shining, so to speak. But, the Warriors, true to who they are, they have an identity this year. And the identity is we're playing the whole 48 minutes. Give to Thurman, and he runs straight into a host of Warrior defenders there, maybe a yard on the play.
The Warriors are really teeing off on them now.
You see, looks like Moeller, aided by that short field, gives this guy the room to have the passing game that he wanted. It's up to the Warriors to keep this guy deep in his own end of the field. Because I don't want to see this guy throwing those passes like he did for that touchdown around here. Kinsey with the ball. He's looking to throw. Now he runs out of the pocket, but he's swarmed in.
Penalty personal foul on the Warriors for the horse collar. That's too bad. Porter, they wanted to throw, but there was pressure, so he started to run. He got horse collared.
Yeah, and it looked like he just reached back, and that's what was happened to be there.
Yep. He just grabbed the ball carrier, and that's what his hand came to.
Maurice Chapman. Maurice Chapman, he'll make that up. He'll give it back to you somewhere else. He's a steady senior. Like I said, he's been around the Warrior Ball Club now for a few years. High-level contribution guy. Handoff, and guys picked himself up about 5 yards on the carry.
It might be the last play of the quarter.
Second and 3, of course, this clock is going to run out before this play gets snapped, so that's the end of the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium in Forest Park, Ohio, where we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 28 and the Moeller Crusaders 7.
We got a pretty good turnout of Hardy fans here tonight. There, a lot of umbrellas, a lot of rain gear.
Yeah, this is the kind of game that, especially if you're Moeller, they want to come and see this. This isn't, it's not cold. If it was cold, it's cold enough.
It'll be, by the time the game is over, it's going to be pretty cold. But, the weather service knew this was coming, so the fans were able to bring their equipment along, and they're doing okay. See some awfully large umbrellas here.
I was talking to the Winton Woods assistant athletic trainer. young fella goes to school here by the name of Ben Q. And he wanted me to remind everybody that when this game is over, he's going to watch Happy Gilmore from now until the sun comes up because Happy Gilmore is his show. I hope things end up in a happy place for the Winton Woods Warriors when this game is over. Here's Moeller. Fakes to give. Now he's looking to throw that ball deep down the field.
Receiver.
And it's going to be incomplete. Looks like it was defended well. I see a flag down, but it's not in the neighborhood of where that ball was defended. We'll have to see what they come up with.
I think this might be a personal foul on number 9, Demetrius Gates. He got into a scuffle with the receiver he was covering. The pass itself, the receiver was open, and but the pass was a little bit behind the receiver.
Short, yeah.
You know,
okay, and
yeah, the penalty is down below here.
It was first down, and Moeller is going to now have his ball on the Winton Woods 41-yard line near hash mark. So, yeah, if that ball was zipped, it would have been a touchdown. So here we go now. Kinsey in the shotgun. Here we go. Warriors are coming after him. There's Gianni Gamble. Guy's going to have to get to the sideline out of bounds.
No one didn't fool the Warriors at all.
It's number 28 on the carry for Moeller. That's Christopher Watkins. Second and 10. 11:48 left to go in the half here. It's like Moeller still approaching this with the idea is we just got to take our time. Wait a minute here. Flag on the play. It's like a legal procedure against the Crusaders here.
I think it was number 68, the lineman, I think, who moved.
So it'll be second and 15 here. Playing behind the sticks. Moeller needs to keep this ball moving to give, but he can't get to the edge. You're not going to beat the the Winton Woods defense to the short side.
Now, they've tried that play a couple of times on this series, and it's not working. The Warriors are so quick on defense. It's one of the big strengths of their team is their team speed on defense. They pursue so well. When their linemen, they hold position well. It's a good defensive unit.
Well, these guys play as a unit real strong. Got a whistle on the play. Timeout Moeller here with 11:16 left to go in the half. Warriors come over here and talk it over with Coach Stray and his staff.
3rd and 15 facing the Moeller Crusaders here. So if you're Winton Woods, you're going to, I would think, double cover. Because this Moeller quarterback does have a good arm.
Yes, he does. I mean, this looks like a team that you just got to make sure you keep everything in front of you. With this kind of lead, it's just like, just keep everything in front of you.
Yeah, just don't give up a quick, cheap one.
And until the Crusaders can do more with more people carrying the ball, their work is going to be uphill. So here we are. A shift by Moeller. Shotgun formation. Fakes to give. He's rolling to his right. Now he throws incomplete to his left. Through the hands of number 5, Colin Thurman.
Number 18, Trevin Poole, got in toward the quarterback and forced the quarterback to throw it, I think, perhaps before he wanted to, but the pass itself was fine. And I think that might be the wet ball thing again. It doesn't really matter because even if the Moeller receiver had caught the ball, I don't think he was getting 15 yards he needed for a first down.
High snap, a nice recovery made by the punter. The kick is up. It's like it's going to roll up and settle down about the 16-yard line of the Winton Woods Warriors where they'll set up shop with 11 minutes left.
Cornell Beecham did a good job just leaving that one alone. We've seen enough mishandled balls tonight to know that he didn't have to touch it and because it's a punt.
And that is a good job, like you say, Tom, of just leaving it alone. Sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
So here's the Warrior offense out on the field. Kenny Mayberry under center. They're deep in their territory. That ball's out on the ground. There's a scrum.
Lucky for the Winton Woods Warriors.
The Warriors able to come up with that. It's just like, don't let this get away now. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here, motion, but that ball slipped right through the heel of his hand, it looked to me.
Yeah, the center couldn't hike it. It's what happened to the Crusaders there down on the goal line. The centers it's so slippery. The center's having trouble.
Under center again. There's Mine Williams again, and good yardage up the middle. They won't get him wrestled down until he makes it up about 27-yard line.
Mine Williams came close to breaking that.
Yeah, we see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay. He snatches.
Yeah, the high tackles what stopped him.
Under center Mayberry. He fakes to give to Williams. He's got the ball himself. He's running around right in. He's up to about the 44-yard line. Where to be another first down for the Warriors.
Well, it was number 3, Will Hodge, making the tackle for the Moeller Crusaders. It's a good thing he made the tackle because if not, there's going to be a lot more yards gained.
Kenny Mayberry under center. Fakes the give, he keeps it again. Noses it up in there for looks like another 4 or 5 yard gain. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, you know, Kenny Mayberry, he likes to run that ball for being somebody who can throw so well. He's looking everything over. Got Williams behind him. He's under center. Ball's out on the ground again. Mayberry, lucky to come up with that and nudge forward for a couple.
I've already lost track of how many mishandled balls we've had in this game. I think we're up to about 6 or 7.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that ball just had English. When it hit Mayberry's hand, it just was spinning when it hit his hand. Warriors break the huddle, 3rd down and 3, 8:50 to go in the half. Mayberry under center, Williams behind him. Cornell Beecham in motion, Williams with the ball, and he's just bottled up. He's not going to be taken down, but looks like it's going to be a short yard to go, 4th down here.
Yeah, the Crusaders saw that one coming.
So
4th and 2.
Calling 4th and 2. It's like May and Williams having some kind of equipment malfunction and his teammates getting straight with him. Official blows the clock back rolling. May's back there behind Mayberry. Mayberry, quarterback sneak, nice pickup. On a 7-yard pickup on a quarterback sneak. 8:08 left to go in the half.
Normally you don't expect a quarterback sneak to gain 7 yards, but it did. Good blocking got him that
So here they are over the ball again. Mayberry says something to Williams behind him. Now he's under center. In motion. He's throwing this ball deep. Ball's going to be incomplete. Raquan Prince trying to run under that ball.
It's one of those plays where the quarterback just goes back and flings it down the field to a spot, and the receiver was not at the spot, or the ball didn't get to the spot where it was supposed to be, but whatever, it didn't connect. So it makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, 7:41 left to go in the half. Twins left, twins right. Burying the shotgun this time. Williams right there next to him. He throws the ball. Cornell Beecham got this ball out of bounds near a first down here.
Yeah, that's close. It might be. That was a good pass.
First down, Warriors. Cornell Beecham. Fine senior night for him. It's like got equipment malfunction on a Crusader now. Got the official helping him out here.
I think he was tying his shoe.
So that's Alex Diley, you know, getting a shoe shine from the official there. No, he's not getting no shoe shine.
Oh, we have
Warriors,
another
the ball's
mishandle.
out on the field again. And Moeller has it this time. And Kenny Mayberry let that one slip out of his hand and get away.
Yeah, Kenny Mayberry never had the ball. All right, so that is mishandle number, I think, 8. I think we're up to number 8 now.
Looks like Winton Woods has a new defender in the game out on the left end. Looks like Kai and Sixamay, number 45, in the game. Gonna hold down the left end spot. 5'10", 214-pound sophomore there, Tom.
Yeah, I was looking over the roster earlier. They have a lot of youth on this team. They're as good as they are with so many sophomores on the team is remarkable.
That spells years from now they'll be good. Look at this run.
A nifty run.
On a 5-yard pickup there. Third and 4 coming. This is where the Warrior defense can do themselves a favor. Somebody steps up here. Ball, he's got the ball. Defenders all over the place. This ball's gonna be picked off. Straight in the hands of number 4 for the Warriors.
The ball's intended for number 80, Brandon Bates. And I think it's just a bad pass. He's being rushed. He was underthrown. I think chalk that up to damp and the Winton Woods Warrior pressure.
That's Markeith White, but it looks like this ball's going back. Evidently, there was some laundry that's going to nullify.
Yeah, we got a flag in his hand. See what the call is. I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything laying on the rug. And
They're coming back.
okay. So block in the back penalty. The Warriors will set up shop on the Moeller 30 here. 5:49 left to go in the half.
The Warriors keep the ball, but they lose the touchdown.
Under center, Mayberry, fakes to give.
Oh.
Ganaway with the ball. He's run out of bounds near the 20-yard line. It's like they're going to call it the 21.
It was well done by Kenny Mayberry because he was about to get clommed, and he was able to get the pitch off.
Yeah, see, Kenny Mayberry's such a good runner. They know that they can't assume if he makes like he may run, so. Under center this time. Beecham in motion. He fakes the give and he takes it outside himself and had his ball down about the 17-yard line.
First down. This is an important stand for Moeller because, boy, if the Warriors score another touchdown before the half, the Warriors are in a deep, deep hole.
And Winton Woods gets the ball to start the second.
Yeah. Got some room.
Nice pitch. Lavar Ganaway. Nice carry.
Did a good job of following his blocks there.
We're calling first and goal for Winton Woods. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay. Ganaway turns on the Jets.
And there was a nice block on the sideline there. So first and goal.
First and goal now. This is where you Winton Woods, you don't want to show everything you got in your playbook. If they got stuff that's working, looks like the rain is kind of settled into a. Looks like a very short gain on the play, maybe 2 yards.
It's still raining, but the wind has died down. The water's coming straight down now.
On the second goal, 4:39 left to go in the half. Warriors break the huddle. Under center, Mayberry. Give Mayan Williams. Make that Cornell Beecham. He runs through a couple would-be tacklers and scores a touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors here with 4:24 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, this is a handoff, and the missed tackle there in the backfield, and then he blasts through the hole. Well, the Warriors 34-7.
So they're going to attempt this extra point, PAT. That kick is up. That kick is good. So with 4:24 left to go in the half here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 35 and the Moeller Crusaders 7.
Here's the touchdown again.
And we see Cornell Beecham, he's certainly good with the ball. He knows everything what to do with the ball, and probably that makes up for that punt. He didn't get the field that got more or less blocked, where I'm sure he's eager and anxious to carry that ball some more too. this rain coming down, it's like, it's not ideal, but at least it's not windy and cold along with it.
All these special teams plays have been pretty exciting tonight, so for the wrong reasons. Let's see what happens here. They're going to hang on to the ball. There's sort of a Squib King of a line drive. Another mishandle.
It's through his
Oh my
hands.
God.
His feet almost touched the goal line. He runs through the first set of tacklers. He's still on his feet. He gets through another guy. But he's finally brought down on his own 19-yard line for the Crusaders to set up shop.
A near disaster for Moeller was averted. Now they're out to the 19s. It's pretty amazing they were able to get it out that far.
Yeah, he did good considering where he started.
Yeah, yeah, he touched the line there.
So 4:14 left to go in the half. McKenzie back there by himself now. Looking to throw this ball down the right sideline.
Ooh.
And he gets this receiver clobbered on the incomplete pass.
Yeah, our ball was too far. Receiver had to extend himself, and it wasn't enough. You know, when receivers extend themselves, they're vulnerable to getting hit right like that. Ouch.
Good hit, though. He led with his shoulder. Not like that guy last night did, Joe Flacco. Poor Joe Flacco. Okay, so here's Moeller with a full backfield, turn and give. Thinks about going through the hole, and then he changes his mind. And when he changes his mind, the Warrior defenders are waiting.
There isn't much spring in Moeller's steps right now. They're a pretty disheartened group.
Yeah, the body language is starting to creep up on these guys.
You need to get to the locker room and work it out without any further loss on the scoreboard.
McKenzie looking to throw this ball. Ball is complete. His receiver is able to make a nice gain up to about the 35-yard line. That's number 80, Brendan Bates on the catch for the Crusaders.
Yeah, there was pressure, but he got off a nice throw. And the Warriors were out there, but just an excellent throw.
So it would be in Moeller's best interest if they could keep this ball marching for a while. He's got trips right. Throws, the ball's incomplete. That's number 5, Quinn Smith on the play for the Warriors. I don't know, the Moeller Crusaders look like they took a page out of Bernie Kosar offense on that pass. So you know it's getting desperate time for them. Let's see what happens again. Mitch McKenzie, straight drop. It's a wobbly throw. This ball's incomplete. It must have come out of his hand funny from being wet, because
Yeah, I think it did. He needed to zip that ball, and it wasn't a zip at all. It was kind of this wobbly floater thing.
it was the wet ball that did him in.
Yeah. It's tough. You're way behind. You need to throw the ball, and the conditions are just not conducive for it.
Somebody's going to have to keep these balls dry. McKenzie waiting for the snap.
Another
Ball's
missing
on the
out.
ground this time. McKenzie lucky to fall on that ball. It's going to bring it to a 3rd and 10. So that's going to make it a 4th and 10. 2:40 left to go in the half, clock rolling. This is where Cornell Beecham is back there waiting for this kick, standing on his 30-yard line.
Good punt.
Beecham's got the catch, going around right in, but now he's turning this into a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now he's away from people. He's going to beat these guys to the edge, but there's a flag on the play, which is probably going to go back against the Warriors.
There's actually 2 flags. Yeah, I think this is coming back. Yeah, holding. When a player reverses direction that way, you'll sometimes see a holding penalty. The players are working their blocks, and then all of a sudden the direction of the play reverses, so the pursuit reverses, and then the team with the ball sometimes they start grabbing.
So the Warriors have set up shop on their own 30-yard line here. 2:08 left to go in the half. This is where you find out what kind of heart the Crusaders have, because they got to stop the bleeding before halftime here. They can't let another score. They stack that one up. It's going to make it. Of course, I think Moeller has an interest in the Milford game. And the Milford game is tied at 14, because if Milford could lose, and, score from the GMC that we get from the truck is Mason, 29, Lakota East, nothing. It's just kind of funny the way this game is going to have varied implication, even though Winton Woods is Division II. You know, this game is going to have implication in Division I when it's all said and done. And unintended consequences if Moeller loses this game, that's one less boogeyman somebody in Division I will have to worry about. Williams with the ball. Williams runs through a tackle. He's finally brought down near first down at about the 40-yard line.
I think he's short, which brings up an interesting 39 seconds left. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and about 1.5.
Well,
So
the Warriors should be able to pick this up, or at least they should have a respectable play for it. So they say this time, well, it's going to rain, it's going to snow before daylight. We should have snow on the ground.
We might, yes. I was watching the TV news, the weather before the game, and what was amazing was in the viewing area around Cincinnati, there was a 30-degree difference. It was 41 degrees over in Indiana and 71 degrees over in northern Kentucky.
Hmm.
We're going to punt.
We're going to punt this ball. Beecham gets it off.
Down at about 31.
Down on the 31-yard line there.
The Crusaders have 1 timeout left. 28.9 seconds. You're down by 28 points. The ball's very slippery. You try anything, or you just try to get back to the locker room?
I'd say just try to get back to the locker room. You know, it's like they could, again, by the way it's set up, they can lose this game and still find their way into the playoffs. I mean, they don't want to, I'm sure, Back to pass. He's going to have to roll out of the pocket. He throws his ball. It's going to be incomplete. 22.3 seconds left to go in the half. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, McKenzie back there, he rolls out of trouble. But then he has to get rid of it or he's about to take the old sternum shot.
You know, Jaden Miles putting the pressure on him there, number 11.
That's right. That was Jaden Miles that had him all lined up for that sternum shot if he hadn't thrown that ball. McKenzie gets his ball off for number 5, Colin Thurman, but very little or no gain on the play. The clock is running down, 9 seconds left. Looks like it's going to be the end of the first half here from Frederick Stadium, Forest Park, Ohio, where we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 35 and the visiting Moeller Crusaders 7. Waycross Community Media will be back with more after halftime.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Ohio develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
OHSAA football on Waycross Sports, brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist, on Kemper and Winton Roads next to Fitworks. Call them at 825-7777. Neiman Plumbing. Visit them at www.neimanplumbing.com or call them at 513-851-5588. And Star One Realtors. Visit them at www.star1.com. One goal, one passion. Call them at their Northwest office at 513-385-0900. And the Driver Ed Academy, where your safety begins. Visit them at www.driveredacademy.com or call them at 729-2550.
If I play sports for my school, I will have more confidence. I will get better grades.
I will learn how to show good sportsmanship.
I will be more physically fit. I will learn how to handle wins and losses in sports and in life. I will have more school spirit.
I'll learn how to work together. I will learn to set goals and work to reach them.
I'll make good decisions off the field.
If I play sports for my school,
If I play sports for my school,
if I play sports for my school,
I will learn how to be a leader.
And welcome again to the second half of tonight's action from Forest Park, Ohio, Frederick Stadium, where we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 35 and the Moeller Crusaders 7. First half of this game has been somewhat a comedy of errors if you're the Mighty Men of Mo. Winton Woods able to take advantage of all the opportunities given them, and here they find themselves on the top, looking to go into the playoffs, not backing in, but going in with the foot on the pedal. Tom, you saw the first half of this game. What observations can you come up with from what you saw with the Warriors here?
It was a strange game, very strange game actually. We have the halftime statistics. I guess it's one of those games where in some level statistics don't mean all that much, but with a few I can share with you. Rushing yardage, Moeller had 24, while the Winton Woods Warriors had 163. Passing yards, Moeller had 31, Winton Woods only had 11. Both teams had 2 fumbles and lost one and recovered one for themselves. Penalties, Moeller took 1 penalty, while the Winton Woods Warriors took 6 for 48 yards. Moeller had the ball more than Winton Woods did, but like I say, the statistics, a game like this, I mean, Moeller scored the first touchdown of the game at the 5:52 mark of the first quarter. And from then on, Winton Woods scored the next 5 touchdowns. They picked one up on that 77-yard run by Meon Williams. They picked one up on a block punt, one on interception return, one on a botched snap in the Moeller end zone. And then they finally, Winton Woods got a kind of a conventional drive that resulted in the 4-yard run by Cornell Beecham. But it's been a strange game. It started out, looked good for Moeller, but then everything just blew apart on them.
And even though Winton Woods is up on the scoreboard and they're handling these guys, they're going to have to work on this dirty laundry for the playoff coming up. They don't need those unnecessary things going on here.
Yeah, that's right, Jake. We've watched this team for a few years now, and penalty flags in other seasons have been their undoing. And if they're going to succeed in the playoffs, they have to keep those penalty flags off the field.
As we see the Winton Woods deferred in the first half, so they're going to take this ball to get the second half started. So the Moeller Crusaders about to kick it to them. But before I go too long, I want to thank Steve Albrink of the Moeller Stats, helping us out with stats and information and so forth on some of the Moeller personnel. And we thank them for showing up at this game, and hopefully wherever Moeller finds themselves the rest of this month, that they will do well.
The rain has let up a little bit, but it's gotten considerably colder. The temperature at kickoff is 54 degrees. Now it's 44 degrees.
44.
And I was out at halftime looking around, and the fans looked pretty miserable, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so you told me they were staying where it was warm and dry at halftime.
Yes, they were. Yes,
hey, we know where that is.
Yeah. It's a pretty crowded room, let me tell you. Now, the Warriors do have to be careful here. I mean, on a night like this, hey, they scored 5 touchdowns quickly. There's no reason why the other team can't do it. So, not likely, but you never know.
Squib kicks picked up by the up man, and he's thrown down rudely there. It's number 81 with the return. That's Zyshawn Johnson. So Winton Woods will set this thing up on their own 28-yard line to get the second half started. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay there, Johnson comes up with this ball, and he's going to be marked down where he kneeled down to grasp the ball. So here's Kenny Mayberry with the Warriors offense. Got twins left and twins right. Meon Williams back there with him. Whistle on the play. It's like he was looking to throw this ball.
Procedure on Winton Woods. If Moeller's going to get back in this game, it's going to happen on turnovers. So that's what the Winton Woods Warriors have to be very careful about. It's easier said than done on a night like tonight, but hang on to the ball.
And don't try to do more than you're supposed to. Back to throw, deep over the middle. This ball is complete to Navarre Ganaway. Cross midfield into Crusader territory at their 47-yard line.
That was a great pass.
See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay.
He dropped it right in there. He had plenty of time. The protection was good, and he just dropped that ball right to the receiver, Ganaway.
First and 10. Warriors over the ball. Mayberry on the center. Fakes to give to Williams. It's a late pitch, ill-advised pitch, and that ball's out on the ground, up for grabs. It's still not covered, and it's picked up finally by Cornell Beecham. We'll have to see what the officials say.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised pitch. You're right about that, Jake.
Here we see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay.
You've got a 28-point lead. You don't need to do that. And Winton Woods really dodged one here because plenty of Moeller players had a chance to get that ball.
So we're going to call this second down and 11. Mayberry jumps up now. He's under center. Beecham in motion. Inside to May and Williams, and he runs right through a few tackles up for about a 4-yard gain there. See again on the Wild Bird replay here where this is the kind of way you want to open the second half if you're Winton Woods. Calling this third down and 6 here in Moeller territory. Beecham in motion inside to Williams. There's that pitch. And I don't think they're going to come up with this one, but it's still a scrum. Word. We'll have to see what they're saying as far as the recovery here. Must be going to stay with the Warriors the way it looks.
As again, many Moeller players had a chance here. Another ill-advised pitches.
I don't know. It's like the best way to beat them now is by handing the ball to number 28 and let them eat the clock. Mayberry looking to throw this ball deep over the middle. Beecham off his hands. Moeller defenders right there helping him not catch his ball.
There's number 25, Justin Ross, back there, I think. Oh, check that, 26, I'm sorry. Robert Jones. Nice play.
That was a nice play. I'm sure Beecham would rather get the ball via the forward pass than that triple option pitch, but we'll have to see. Here's under center. Ganaway in motion. He's going to pitch Ganaway again, and this ball gets away from Ganaway. And it's loose, and Moeller comes up with this one at the Winton Woods 49-yard line.
Well, 3 strikes and you're out. That was the third pitch that went awry, and that one cost him. It's amazing the first 2 didn't, actually.
It's like they were beating these guys, and there was no need to change the operation to this pitching scenario here. We'll have to see what the defense comes up with. 9:57 left to go in the third quarter here. They're calling this ball on the 50-yard line.
The Warriors came out with a very, aggressive offensive scheme here in the second half. They're throwing the ball and running these options with your 28-point lead, and they're the mishandle.
All over him. Defense, see the defense stood up.
Not only is the ball wet, but like I said, it's cold out there, and your hands start to get a little bit numb, and it's hard to handle the ball well. You're seeing that tonight.
And this Mitch McKenzie, I think He's having trouble gripping his ball if it's wet. A couple of his passes in the first half were those wobbly dobblies. There's the give. Look at this guy with the ball. Colin Thurman's running through everybody. Fortunately, a Warrior defender, but they don't get this guy down until he reaches the 5-yard line here.
Blew right through the middle.
You know, somebody must have got knocked right out of their socks on this.
Nice
Yeah,
blocking
they steered
there.
Maurice Chapman out the way.
The offensive line just opened a big hole. You could have driven a small car through that hole.
Mm-hmm. Nobody else could get a good angle, and that's what happens. 9:07 left to go in the third. See, timeout Moeller here. 8:49 here. They're going to think this over. Before we go too far, I just want to remind our viewers and listeners, this game will be shown on Channel 4 Spectrum Sunday, October 29th at 9 a.m. It'll be shown on Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics on Thursday, November 2nd at 2 p.m. Then Spectrum Southwest Ohio, that'll be Saturday the 28th of October at 9 p.m. Monday, October 30th at 5 p.m. and Wednesday, November 1st at 9 p.m. That's on Spectrum and Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics. So here we go now. Moeller's got this ball. First and goal on the 6. Pitch is outside. He's swinging around right. He gets through a first set of tacklers, and he's going to make good yards. Probably gets knocked out of bounds on about the 2 or 3 yard line there.
There's their receiver, R.J. Ko. I thought he's running back. Junior, 5'9".
R.J. Ko. I was told that he was going to be an enforcer by Coach Rosenberg earlier tonight. Second and goal. Direct snap. Ko trying to go left, but Warrior defenders are there waiting this time.
I'm going to mark this at about the 2. They're just direct snapping to the Ko, the running back. There's plenty of Warriors over there on that side of the field. And we got third down. Got the quarterback in there.
Mitch McKenzie kicks the man in motion. He's got the snap. Inside handoff. Ball's on the ground. Winton Woods Warriors on top of it.
Huh.
It looks like Maurice Chapman, number 58 on the recovery for the Warriors on his senior night there.
Yeah, they were handing off to Thurman, and he never had the ball. And the ball just landed on the ground, and Chapman's had a big game. He was the leading tackler for the Warriors in the first half.
Trayvon Poole made a big stop to get that runner to where he was going to lose that ball here. 7:55 left to go in the third quarter now. There's Mayan Williams with the ball, run right in. Steps it up neatly to the 20-yard line where he's out of bounds. Looks like it'll be a first down for the Warriors. Nice block out there.
Maybe we won't see the pitches for a while.
Yeah, I think hopefully. I mean, I know they're probably trying to show some stuff on film for future opponents to see, but Williams with the ball again, but he's met after about a 4-yard pickup. That Moeller defender really closed that door on him. Let's see who that was. Number 27 there.
It was number 4 for the Luke Sabados was the linebacker who made that tackle. Oh, another fumble. Lucky bounce for the Warriors. Boy, they've had the bounces tonight, haven't they?
Yeah. Look at that.
I know a few have not gone their way, but the majority of them have.
Yeah, but they can't have memory of losing the ball all over the place like this, rain or not. I mean,
I can't say I've ever seen a game where there was so much mishandling of the ball.
Mayan Williams trying to muscle his way in there. Maybe a short yard gain, maybe 2. It's going to bring it to 4th down. 4th and 3, they'll call it. 6:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Whoa.
Kick is up. Gonna take a nice Warrior bounce. Number 24, R.J. Ko has this thing all set up for Moeller on their own 28-yard line, where to be 1st and 10. This is where they, Moeller, if you're Moeller, you want to make sure you protect this ball here. And here they send their offense out on the field. In his shotgun this time, Mitch McKenzie turns and gives. It's number 5 with the ball. Colin Thurman, 5'10", 210 senior.
He picked up about 6 or 7 yards on that. Reese Chapman tried to grab him, but couldn't quite do it.
Yeah, he's able to sidestep Maurice Chapman. Here's McKenzie, claps for the snap. Fakes to give, he throws over the middle. This ball's complete over the middle to his receiver, and he's still on his feet. Muscling defenders with him down to the Warrior 42-yard line. What's going to be 1st and 10, no flags on the field.
Number 80, Brandon Bates, the tight end. It was a well-run play. And importantly, Mitch McKenzie, the quarterback, had time.
So 4:49 left to go in the 3rd quarter. This McKenzie, here he is waiting for the snap. Turns and give. Number 28, Christopher Watkins with the carry.
He's listed as a linebacker.
I saw that in the first half.
He's out there again on this play.
This is where Winton Woods Warriors on defense, you know, they can rise up, put this game into it in right here. Sweep to the right, he runs out of a tackle, he's still on his feet, muscling his way for a good yardage. Looks like they're gonna call him down at the Winton Woods Warrior 34-yard line.
Number 10, Evan Blackwell Stevens made the tackle on that play, and if he hadn't made the tackle, it potentially could have been a touchdown. Because he'd run through several Winton Warriors defenders.
So they're calling this 3rd and 3, 3:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter here. Ball's on the ground. Looks like it's going to be picked up by a Warrior. Someone just falls on it. And they're going to call the Winton Woods Warriors recovering this fumble here.
The second time in this quarter when it's looked like Moeller was starting to get something going, and the fumbles.
See the balls all over the place.
See it just squirts out.
Chris Oates misses it. Looks like Quinn Smith, number 5, was the one that nailed it for him. Chris Oates is playing the game. He wants to do something spectacular like his cousin Gianni Gamble has tonight. And Kenny Mayberry gives to Mayan Williams. And he's on his feet, but he's going to have a short 2-yard gain on the play. So we're going to be calling this play 2nd and 8 here. See the Warriors sending a new shirt out there. This is number 17, Ekrim Ahmad. Looks like he's a sophomore, 5'9", 153.
Oh.
Ball's on the ground. You see on the replay there, Kenny Mayberry is reaching for this ball, and he's lucky to get on top of it. Mayberry in the shotgun. Straight drop. Complete to Navarre Ganaway over here. He makes a man miss, and he's up the street for a good positive gain. It's like they're going to mark this ball at the Warrior 45-yard line.
And number 3, Will Hodge. Here, watch the replay here. Number 3 for the Crusaders is going to come up here.
I'm calling that
chance there,
Ganaway.
but
That's Raekwon Prince. I'm sorry, I'm calling Navarre Ganaway.
allowed Prince to get about another 5 or 6 yards out of that.
So 4th and 6, Cornell Beecham back to kick. Scoops this ball off the ground. He's going to fake it and run around left in where he's got a man to beat for the angle, and he beats the man out of bounds at the Moeller Crusader 41-yard line.
I'm not sure if that was designed or not. The ball bounced before it got to him, so I'm not.
It almost looked like he did that on his own.
Yeah, it did. I think he thought he couldn't get the kickoff. It
Yeah.
would have been blocked. Well, break for the Warriors.
Yeah, it's a nice way to pick that up, because otherwise, you know. So we got Kenny Mayberry in the shotgun. He's got the snap. He gives to Mayan Williams, and Mayan Williams busts this thing north for close to first down yardage here. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short here, we see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay.
Look at the spring in his legs. Goodness, he's a strong young man.
That's right. I mean, and not only strong but fast. I mean, he can really fake you out and run you over, whatever he feels like doing. Raekwon Prince with the direct snap, and he's got a first down. 1:05 left to go in the third quarter here.
He did a good job of faking the handoff to Williams. And he got some of the pursuit chasing Williams. So it opened up the hole in the middle.
So here, Warriors break the huddle. Gonna send a new shirt in the game, number 59, Eric Clark. 5'10", 196-pound junior. Like direct snap to Raekwon Prince again. He fakes the give and he runs north with the ball. He's able to pick up short yardage.
Might be the last play of the quarter. The Warriors have no reason to try to run another play.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter from Frederick Stadium here in Forest Park, Ohio, where we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 35 and the visiting Moeller Crusaders 7. We want you to be proud of our sponsors who have joined us to bring you this game tonight. And our first sponsor is Wild Bird Unlimited. They're at Kemper and Winton Roads next to Fitworks, and their phone number is 825-7777. Our next sponsor, Neiman Plumbing at www.neimanplumbing.com. Their phone number is 513-851-5588, where they never want to see you go deep. And our third sponsor, Star One Realtors, the Northwest office. Their number is 513-385-0900. Back to the game here.
Prince did a keeper, and he's short of the first down, I think.
And our next sponsor is Driver Ed Academy, where your safety begins at www.driveredacademy.com at 729-2550. These are our first year having these sponsors, and we thank them proudly for joining the team. There's Raekwon Prince at quarterback. He gives inside. Mine Williams, he shifts the move on a guy and gets it all the way down inside the 10-yard line for another Winton Woods first down and goal.
They needed 2 yards for the first down, but Williams was able to get around the corner there.
We see a Moeller defender slow to get up on the play. Looks like he's holding his right ankle or calf. He looks like he's the man who made the tackle.
Ganaway caused some interference there on the corner, which helped Williams get free.
Well, that's a good look to have Navar Ganaway taking some snaps at quarterback or Wildcat. This way, this gives future opponents something else to think about. You know, Tom, the seniors are on the threshold of November football, and that's what it's all about. You know, and it didn't seem like it was that long ago. I was at Finneytown High School at a summer practice. I asked my broadcast partner, it was Mitch Mays back in those days, who is this quarterback throwing these big, deep balls? He said, Jake, this guy is only in 6th grade. That young man ended up being Kenny Mayberry. And I'm telling you, I'll never forget the first time I saw him throw this ball. He's been throwing this deep ball. Fumble on this one, though. See, and different guys taking snaps now.
Moeller got that one.
You got Navar Ganaway taking snaps now. 10:39 left to go in the affair. Under center, Mayberry. In motion. Ganaway, he's around right in with a block. He muscles in there for about another 2 yards where he's going to be out of bounds.
10-yard line, Moeller 10.
And this is where they're showing Different guys doing things with the ball out of that backfield. That's the look I like. But those late pitches, they can keep
keep that one in the playbook, I think.
So he's got Mayan Williams back there, and he'll turn and probably give it the fumble. This
Another?
ball's on the ground. Picks it up and gets what he can, which is not much. Moeller defenders all on his case there.
It'll be 4th down. Yeah, another ball mishandle, and he had nothing to do but try to run forward with it. Again, lucky the ball came back to the Warriors.
So it's going to be 4th and 10 here. They're going to send their field goal kicker out here, number 82, Yuri Velasquez. This is well within his range. We'll have to see what he comes up with here. The hold is down. The kick is up. Kick is no good. Wide left. They're going to have to work on that. So Moeller, they're going to have to figure out something. Even if they could find their way into the playoffs with the loss here, they still want to be able to say, hey, we did something other than score early. We could, but.
Yeah, this is not how you want to go into the playoffs. You have no momentum. Your self-confidence is not going to be high.
Okay, so see what they come up with. There's a snap and a give inside. He's looking straight up the middle. Colin Thurman. So we got a Warrior down on defense. It's like somebody's on the ground, twisting and rising, some pain. Who's that going to be? Looks like maybe number 34. Yes.
Okay.
Jeremiah Brown, number 34. 6 foot, 220-pound junior. Instrumental in Coach Dre's offense. Here we see 34. So he's up.
No leg injury.
That's the one you want to keep warm. Night like this, you don't want like that one starting to get a deep chill on you. But speaking of deep chill, the way it looks, Coach Dre is in position to receive the chill of victory tonight. Give inside, picks up about 2 yards on the play. Looks like it's going to be on about the Warrior 25-yard line here. Third down and 6 play for the Moeller Crusaders. Looks like Quinn Smith, Gianni Gamble are out here shadowing these Moeller receivers out here. There's the ball, though, to give inside.
He's short.
It's going to make it a 4th down. Looks like 4th and 2.
That was the Christopher Watkins again. Number 28 with the ball. So Moeller's going to punt.
Cornell Beecham back to return this punt. Puts it up off the ground. This kick is up. Beecham has it in his sights. He catches it and walks around the tackle. Flag on the play.
Should be an illegal block on the Warriors.
I don't know. Those kind of flags, they can be corrected. Beecham could have probably faked that guy out of his shoes on his own without help from that blocker.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to do that.
You know, Beecham comes back to the sideline hobbling on his left foot.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
See again. Yeah, see, Beecham had that guy beat anyway. But, you know, the proximity of the blocker to the guy being blocked was such that, what are you going to do? So the Warriors going to start off on their own 24-yard line. Here's Mayan Williams with the ball, muscling his way in there for about a 3-yard gain.
Another player down.
So it looks like it's number 6 on the stop for Moeller, Sam Weish.
I think that might be number 28 who's down. Mayan Williams.
We got Mayan Williams down, so it's hold the phone here for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Is he sitting up? It looks like he's sitting up. Maybe felt his right calf. But this kind of score this late in the game should be standing over here anyway. So here comes Mayan Williams off the field under his own power. And my guess is that'll be it for him today. We'll have to see. Second and 10. So we got number 34, number 28, receiving medical attention. Back to throw is Mayberry. This pass is nearly intercepted over the middle.
Yeah, number 23, Alex Dale, had his hands on that ball. He had a shot at it.
Third and 10 here. The Warriors are putting themselves in a position where if they don't pick up a big chunk of yards here or the first down, Moeller Crusaders should be on the jailbreak for this punt attempt. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Trips left. Kenny Mayberry drop it straight back. They blitz him, and this ball is out of bounds to Raekwon Prince. Moeller says we will not only jailbreak this punt, but we're blitzing you here too.
Yeah, that's the old kitchen sink blitz. They sent pretty much everybody after Mayberry. Lucky to get that off.
Here we go. 4th and 7 for the Warriors. Cornell Beecham, straight up in the air kick. It's going to take a Crusader bounce, and it's going to be down at the Warrior 37-yard line.
They punt out of that formation regularly. They kind of a quick kick punt.
It's working for them.
Yeah, that was not one of their better attempts, but they've had some good punts out of that this season.
Yeah, because normally that ball hits down and takes a Warrior roll for about another 15, 20 yards. Okay, so this is it. Moeller Crusaders Want to get back across town with something to show for it. Straight drop, looking to throw again. This ball is going to be caught. Navar Ganaway is able to recover and make the shoestring tackle here on the Warrior. It looks like they're going to mark it at the Warrior 7-yard line.
The ball was underthrown, which allowed the receiver to come back. The defenders were going on down the field. See, one fell down. So the receiver was able to come back and get the ball and get a nice gain. So they are now on a first down and 7.
Jack McCracken making that nice catch here. There's a give inside. Colin Thurman reminding the Warrior defense that I'm a force to be reckoned with if I got the ball.
In this wacky game, there's been no scoring in the second half. So, see if Moeller can do something here.
This looks like he's going to throw that pass he completed for the touchdown here. No, give.
Ooh, he's short.
Colin Thurman, he's going to be a little bit short. I guess the Moeller's staff feels that when you throw the ball, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. So since they're down here, third and goal for Moeller. Ball on the 1. McKenzie gives, but this time Warrior defense says, I don't think so. No gain on that play.
Moeller had the tight end on the right there, and Winton Woods Warriors stacked up the defense over on that side of the line of scrimmage. They stuffed it.
This is the fork in the road, or stick a fork in them play for the Crusaders.
Got the tight end on the right again.
There's that throw, a little bit too high. Big hit by Maurice Chapman. Laid the wood to his quarterback from Moeller.
There's some contact in the end zone between the defender and the receiver, and I was kind of wondering if we'd see a penalty flag, but no. So it's turnover on downs.
Oh.
I thought we'd see some scoring here, but no, not yet.
Well, this is where Winton Woods has to just methodically move this ball and don't get cute or fancy these late pitches.
Yeah, a couple of first downs will win you the game here.
This ball looks like no gain on the play. Hopefully they got some of these people out of the game and not putting themselves available for possible injuries. Kenny Mayberry back in the huddle now. You know, it's going to be November here pretty soon, and you know, the Warriors are in rarefied air. I mean, they've been in this air before, but it's been a while.
This is a big win. I mean, you know, here they are knocking off a solid Division I opponent. It's the last game of the season going into the playoffs. So if you're the Winton Woods Warriors, you have to feel very good about this.
That's right. You know, again, the scheduling that they produced this year by taking care of this big schedule that they had. They've got, I was talking to the athletic director again, Mr. Lumpkin, AD here, and he says he's got 10 games scheduled for them next year and the year after. And they're going to be playing Northwest High School next year.
Oh, that's fantastic. Waycross will cover that, I'll bet.
Yeah. Nice run up the middle.
They've got Williams back in the game.
Mine Williams back in the game. Carries it up to the 10-yard line where he's tackled. 3:27 left to go in the affair.
Yeah, the Warriors have run this 9-1 record up against some good quality opponents this year.
Exactly. I mean, again, at the beginning of the season, it looked kind of sketchy, but they've certainly put the hammer down.
They sure have.
Fake inside. Looks like he pulls it out of Mine Williams' gut and runs it in there himself.
Yeah, when I saw their schedule at the beginning of the season, my reaction was good grief. I wondered how they could succeed against the level of opponents they had, but they have succeeded with flying colors.
Well, now they're in a position where, not that they'll need it or depend on it, but they'll have home cooking for the first game in the playoffs. And if they play their cards just right, they could end up the rematch with LaSalle. Of course, that's later on.
That was a fantastic game. Quick kick.
Cornell Beecham, quick kick. Takes a nice Warrior roll, and it's going to be near the 50-yard line here. Right at the 49, so 2:06 left to go in this game here. I don't know how the scoreboard is falling into place for the Crusaders. Again, they could still have a possibility of getting in the playoffs even with a loss tonight. And if that ends up being the case, again, that's very similar in a lot of ways to how St. X did last year.
Yeah, went in the playoffs 5-5 and won the championship.
Fakes give, looking to throw this ball over the middle, and there's that short pass again, but it's caught. And this guy's going to run away from everybody, score a touchdown for the Moeller Crusaders there. That's number 84 in there for him. Eric Wills, a 6'1", 190-pound senior. I don't see how he throws that ball, and next thing you know, it's like back shoulder, or his receivers make the adjustment to the ball.
Yeah, he throws it up. You can't quite see it on that replay, but yeah, he just kind of throws it up and it comes down.
1:55 left to go. Moeller attempts his PAT. Hold is down. Kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 1:55 left to go here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 35 and the Moeller Crusaders 14. Well, again, I want to thank the Waycross crew. Did a great job tonight. Cameras, picking up replays, Wild Bird, Unlimited Instant Replay has kept us highly entertained tonight. So, again, the Warriors, their last trip to the playoff, I believe, was, if I'm not mistaken, at the end of the 2013 season. And we see Winton Woods Warrior Nation starting to head for the exits. Umbrellas dripping.
We've had some novel ways of dealing with the rain here. One family brought a tent with them and had it set up over here on our right.
Yeah.
They're taking the tent down now, and then this group below us, they have the biggest umbrella I've ever seen. That thing must be 8 feet in diameter.
Good thing there's about 10 rows below us, huh?
Yeah. Out of bounds kick.
Well, looks like, the Warriors sidestepped that liver and onion pregame meal this week and come out with the victory. And like you were saying, the schedule that they faced in August looked rather daunting. Boogeyman all over the place on that schedule. But to their credit, they avoided and sidestepped practically all liver and onion pregame meals this year. There's a fake give inside, and there's a down. Varganaway. Again, I like the way they're showing other people taking this ball, getting this ball snapped to him. Because Ganaway can make a flash move and be off to the races if you're not careful. So there's Kenny Mayberry, though, back in the huddle. 1:23 left to go in the game here. And the Warriors are going to go for victory formation. Moeller Crusaders being good sports about it. Nobody's trying to show any disappointment. Mayan Williams is just visibly ecstatic about the outcome of this game. 47 seconds. I want to thank Moeller for coming in, giving us a good competition tonight. I want to wish all their fans, their nation, safe travels back to Montgomery Road. And hopefully things work out for them. We'll find out how things work out for them probably later on today and certainly tomorrow. So as the players move out to respect the game at midfield here, Winton Woods Warriors senior night has been a success. And as they leave the field, as the clock counts down to double zeros here from Frederick Stadium here, I just want to say thank you to my partner, Tom Hall, for sitting in with me and calling this fabulous game tonight. Thank you to all the efforts of the Waycross media, all their fine resources, all their efforts, especially Tony Suarez in the truck, giving us all these scores and keeping us here. So, good night from Frederick Stadium, where the final score is your Winton Woods Warriors 35 and the Moeller Crusaders 14. We'll see you next week.
OHSAA football on Waycross Sports, brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist, on Kemper and Winton Roads next to Fitworks. Call them at 825-7777. Neiman Plumbing. Visit them at www.neimanplumbing.com. or call them at 513-851-5588. And Star One Realtors. Visit them at www.starone.com. One goal, one passion. Call them at their Northwest office at 513-385-0900. And the Driver Ed Academy, where your safety begins. Visit them at www.driveredacademy.com or call them at 729-2300. 8550.